My name is Josue Rojas. I'm a San Francisco-based artist and educator. I was born in El Salvador, so I wasn't born in the mission, but I was raised in the mission. I came when I was in diapers. I came during the 1980s during a very serious war in the country that I was born in, and that's what brought me here, and a lot of other people. A whole community of Salvadoran Americans, Central Americans came during the 80s because of the conflicts in those countries. So we found a home in the mission. We found a place that sort of embraced us, and that's kind of the spirit of San Francisco. And within that, a very rich place that had a very large and robust presence with cultural production. So murals, art, music, food, and it was something that was an instant home because it embraced us. So a lot of my work is based on literary references. So a lot of times I'll refer directly to poems, I'll refer directly to written sort of sources. And in this case, I'm referring directly to the cyberpunk novel Neuromancer by William Gibson, who came out in the 80s. And it's directly, talks about the ideas of cyberspace, the ideas of space, the ideas of artificial intelligence. And I'm basing a lot off the end part, which is mancer, which means to have a conversation with, in a lot of cases, the dead, but also a conversation with gentrification. So, and also the romance of gentrification. So there's a lot of issues happening with the housing crisis in San Francisco, and I'd like to kind of take the problem and look at it in a different way, kind of turn it in its head. And one of the ways that I'm doing that is where I'm usually basing things off of already existing text. In this case, I'm asking the community to help create text. So I put out a call on social media and asked the community in San Francisco and a little bit beyond, so the Bay Area community who've had any experiences with gentrification, to put together short poems to create to inspire the work that I will produce, but also to create a broadside that will run in the issue of the Tecolote, which will be closest to the exhibition opening. With this exhibition, one of the things that I really want to do is to compel people to think about gentrification in a different way. I want people to really think about, gentrification in a way that really empowers and highlights the resilience of the people who are staying, who are not only saying, I'm going to stay in San Francisco, but that are saying, I'm going to stay here and I'm going to thrive. I'm going to stay here and I'm going to really sort of live a really great and creative life. So I want to honor that. I really want to honor the roots of the San Francisco that we all love and know. And I think one way that I'm doing that, obviously, is to think about it in a mixture of both visual art and text. And I think that's part of my whole sort of aesthetic, the idea of combining things that are written with things that we see visually. And I think that goes way back into our lineage as cultural producers, down into even the Mayan glyphs and the Popol Vuh, the idea of the sisterhood with poetry and painting.